Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of New Leadership Skills. In this series, we're talking about the skills you need to be a leader for today and into the future, and how those skills are very different than what we used to think of the tactics and the strategies and those kinds of things. Now, we've looked at creativity, how you must have creativity, because creativity is the birth of innovation. We've also looked at why you need to learn your speaking skills. You need to learn how to speak, and so that you can deliver your story in a way that connects to people. Then we talked about having social intelligence, that you can't just sort of hide out in the office, that you've got to get out there and be social. You've got to come down to people's level and really connect with them at their level. And that means going into the lunchroom. That means hanging out with the people and really getting to know them, not hiding in some corner or hanging out with the VIPs, but actually getting to know people. Then we talked about emotional intelligence and how important emotional intelligence is. And we talked about how emotional intelligence is not what you think it is. Very often in leadership roles, we think it's about something we can use as a tool to manage our people, but it's actually first and foremost a tool we use to manage ourselves. In this episode, we want to look at a different level of this. We're going to take it a little bit deeper, and that is your relationship skills. So we looked about social skills, which is generalized, and EQ, which is actually about the relationship with yourself. And now we want relational skills. This means in order to lead for today and tomorrow, you and I, we must become masterful at relationships. Now, what does that mean? It means we got to know how to connect with people at a deeply personal level. And that means we have to become masterful at dealing with conflict. Because here's the thing you probably don't think about too often, is that anybody you have a great relationship with, you've likely had some conflict with, and you've found a way to overcome that conflict, and finding a way to overcome that conflict has actually deepened the relationship. So great leaders are masters at dealing with conflict, and the power of that is through understanding this amazing skill of relationships. So learn how to have great relationships, learn how to master the skill of having healthy conflict, not just conflict, but healthy conflict that allows you to truly hear the other person. Because listen, nothing will kill a relationship faster than them not feeling like you actually hear them. You want to be a great leader, become masterful at your relationship skills, and one of the keys to that is become masterful at having healthy conflict with the people that you care about. Share your values. Let them share their values. Be willing to listen. And you know, I've said this in other videos. Don't surround yourself with people who think like you. Surround yourself with people who also don't think like you. People who think differently, so that you can listen with and just watch the part of your brain that wants to jump in and make them wrong, and shut up. And actually really listen and ask, why do they believe that? And what is it about that? And you might learn something, but B, you will create such a powerful connection with that person. Now, the next level of that, and I'm going to just take it a bit deeper for you here. The next level of that in relationship skills is this. I want you to think about two people that you've known for about the same amount of time. Doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter how long it is. But just on one side of you, I want you to imagine that one of those people is a dearly loyal, trusted friend, truly. And on the other side is just an acquaintance. If you've known them the same amount of time, what's the difference? Why is one a dear friend and the other one merely an acquaintance? And the answer is this: vulnerability. Reciprocal vulnerability builds trust. So if you're going to be great at relationships, you've got to master conflict. And one of the ways that you do that is by reciprocity of vulnerability. Vulnerable reciprocity, going backwards and forwards, being open with each other. The people you're closest to are the people you're most vulnerable with, the ones who you can climb over the conflict with and really connect to. This is Dov Baron, FullMontyLeadership.com, saying, stay curious, my friend. Stay curious about how you can deepen your relationships. Leave the note below. Tell me how this impacts you, what you're going to do with it, and really, tell me what you think on some of the new leadership skills needed for today.